Okay, folks, here we are. We're on game two, day two of our new Great Patriotic War Russian campaign in Gates of Hell, Ostfront. So I've already done my selection on this one and used up my points. So as you can see, this mission, if we look at the mission selection, select mission here, it's a defense mission. Where we're holding on against an attack. I haven't quite confirmed that yet, but I've reconfigured my groupings here. So in phase one, I've got some engineers, AT miners, AP miners, medic, anti-tank, and a scout. So there's no infantry out there in calling one. Calling two, I bring in some artillery. So the flat gun and the mine thrower that we captured last time, both those weapons were captured from the Finns last time, and a rifle squad. And then phase three, finally we get some more infantry and the BT tank that's ours, and the 45mm anti-tank gun. So the aim here is in phase one we're just going to set up some initial defences and get our artillery and the flat gun into position, and then it's only in phase three that we'll be able to fill those with infantry. So there's a kind of gap. We're taking a risk here, but let's get straight into it. So here comes the game. The map is what have we got? Oh, I've seen this map was one of the early games I played. It's fairly open ground with just a couple of farmstead settlements in it. We get another heroic thought for the day from Archibald Wavell. As we're waiting for the load, lots of lovely detail in this game. Lots of lovely detail, even down to the black and white, slightly rough edge photograph, as if it's a recon photograph for our commander, where you can look at the kind of ground you're going to fight over in a few moments. Here we go, 99%. So we're going to hit the ground running, and we're in the game. So like all of these conquest games, it starts with dawn coming up, so I'm going to let the dawn come up. So we've got some early daylight, pull back a little bit, that'll do 10-15 seconds in, and then hit the pause button so we can just look. On the mini map up here you can see the green dots are because I paid for some basic defences. Some people don't rate this, I do rate it. It means that you've got extra infantry on the ground. It's AI controlled infantry, but that doesn't matter. It shoots back, which means it gives your the AI opponent in this case something to fight for. So let's have a look. We're going to be deploying here along this road here. We come to the first settlement. It's got lots of woods on that northern flank, and that's where my anti-tank miners will go. And we've got the second settlement up on the hill here. And I'm just thinking, I'm just going to go for one. I'm going to capture this one and then set up a defense line. And this road and this road junction here, particularly in these rocks here and here, on either side of that fork, that's where I'm going to put my anti-tank mines, because the woods and the rocks block those roads nicely, so any enemy vehicles will have to come down there. So that's my plan. So let's get straight into it. So take off pause and let's go. So we've got our deployment in the lower left corner. So the infantry, I'm going to put some infantry initially just spanning that, just for parking them. Now the anti-tankers, they're going to go there, anti-tank mines, anti-personnel mines. I'm going to flood this wood on that side of the objective with anti-personnel mines to give myself a screen there. The anti-tank team, I'm going to just put it by those rocks for now. Another good place there. And my scout motorbike, I'm going to send up to the other objective. And that's our phase one call in. Oh, we've got one other thing, the medics. So I expect most of the fighting to take place here, so I'm going to send the medics up behind those rocks. And let's get our second stage call in. So the second stage call in is where artillery comes. We haven't got any trucks, we couldn't afford them, so these guys are going to have to walk. So they're going to have to pick up this mortar, and we're going to put this mortar into this corner so we can absolutely cover this area here with very heavy mortar fire. And so the ammunition crew will go into that place as well. And the flat gun I'm going to put on the other side of the road. Again, defending this area here. If we go down here, yeah, there's a slight rise here, so I'm going to actually put the flat gun there. And the flat gun will also need some ammunition. I'm hoping I'm getting this right, but I've got the BT to protect the right if necessary. That's my anti-tank team. More infantry here. The infantry is going to come into that area there to the right hand side. Notice how I'm not actually occupying the objective itself, because I want the enemy to come into the objective and then come into a killing zone. That's the goal here. And field engineers. So the field engineers are going to dig in here, and I want them to dig some trenches just behind this to make a hard point, so they can get to work on trenches there. And let's just make a double trench line there. What else have we got? No, we're all moving. So now, by now my miners are in position, which is good. So we'll get these guys. I've got 17 mines. And I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Anywhere else? 15, 16, a couple up there and one up there. So they're going to be laying mines, whereas meanwhile the anti-tank guys, the anti-personnel guys, are just going to pepper these woods to make them a no-go zone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's them. That's their complete output. So they can cover that. So that's a no-go zone, which is right on the flank of that objective. So if I can get a machine gun crew in these trenches, they hit the mines, that becomes a killing zone. These guys here, there's a big open gap here. I can imagine armor coming down there, but we're going to have to deal with that in phase 3 with my phase 3 call-in, which is actually ready to go. So here's the phase 3 call-in. We've got the BT, but that gap there I'm going to cover with the anti-tank gun. These are the conscripts, so I'm going to deploy the conscripts actually against those rocks there. The regular rifle squad, I need something to hold in reserve here. What has happened again to my motorcycle? My motorcycle's crashed. I'm really bad at this. We need a medic. Where's our medics? I'm very bad at this. I keep crashing motorbikes. Come on, medics. This guy's about to bleed out. There he is. If you saw the previous video, I'm crap at crashing motorbikes. Medic. Thank you. So I'll get the medic to treat this guy, and then the other medic's going to jump on the motorbike. Get off there, we've still got a guy. There's the medic. Get him back up. Meanwhile, while we're messing around there, time is ticking and the enemy's fast approaching. So I'm going to put into this flank position there. And our scavenge crew. I'm just going to put behind that. Okay, the music has become ominous. And ominous music means that the enemy is nearby. So these guys here, this is an anti-tank crew there. I want them just to cover that road, but they will need a bit of infantry support. So we'll dig in 3 infantry on this side here as well, in case the enemy comes down there. So here, that's the flak gun and the ammunition behind it. Here we have the mine throwing mortar. We've got the ammunition within range. These guys, we're going to move them off the flank because our trenches are ready. So we'll put one group in that trench, another group in that trench. Meanwhile, you guys okay, here comes the enemy. So this is a vehicle, light tank coming straight at this. Where's my anti-tank gun? Not quite in position. There's another vehicle, so I'm going to move the BT out in position. These guys here. Oh, there's an autocannon firing. What's it firing at? You can see my infantry. 1, 2, 3. 1. Let's get into big trenches, get everybody involved here. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so the first attack's coming in. We've got a lot of infantry. The miners, I'm going to pull the miners back down the road. And they can go there. Engineers, I want you working on another trench right here. You guys are dug in. Anti-tank team are there. I'm going to bring the BT around this side. And we've got our reserve infantry squad here. They can go there. And it looks like most of the attack is coming in here. So the anti-tank gun's working. It's taken out that vehicle. And we've got the BT, so I think I need some more support infantry here. We've got guys hanging out in the middle here. That's my anti-personnel miners. So they can come back and just dig a couple of foxholes here so that they're inside the perimeter of the objective there. This is my other engineer, and this is a bit late in the day, but I'm going to get the engineer to string some barbed wire across here on the outside of the fence. As I say, it's a bit late in the day. Just do it. But we're doing okay here, so again, these guys we're going to dig in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anti-tank gun. Just position that there. So all of the push is coming down that right hand side. So my mines are actually in the wrong place here. I haven't mined this road at all. This is all going okay. That tank crew, I'm going to bring them across to here behind that because they might be able to do something with that captured tank. So what we've got our trench done here. The other guy's putting barbed wire. So his buddy can also stretch some barbed wire here and some barbed wire here. Okay, so we've got quite a fierce assault now on this, but and they're showing a capture. About to capture one objective. Oh, that was a hit. We didn't like that hit. And we're taking hits on the vehicle. It's going to reverse out of there, reverse out of there. You're too exposed. Reverse. Don't turn your rear armor to them, you idiot. Or get out of there fast. So we're going to go hold down behind this wall. Okay. And face that way. And just demolish the wall, but you're going to be hold down behind the air. That'll do. This is quite a fierce assault. One of the trucks is just coming down the road and it's just hit one of the mines that we laid earlier, which is cool. So what we're hoping is that the enemy will wear themselves out against this defense. I've got a feeling that I need this mine thrower. Oh, it's moving into action. So are we ready yet for the counter-attack? We look like we've knocked out all those buildings. So I'm just going to send 3 guys back in behind that building there. Hopefully there's no more infantry. We've wiped them out. And that's cool. We're doing a recap. So now these guys, I'm going to try and see if I can grab a hold of one of these vehicles. He's coming down the road where we mined up. A flamethrower in the trees there, which was an AI flamethrower, just caught them, which is beautiful. And there's another vehicle coming down. It's the same vehicle coming down the road, but this is a road that we've got heavy mines on, and it looks like that's about to, there we go, that's one that's tracked him. And the second vehicle is going to come past, and this is where we want our heavy mine thrower, this thing here. Just out of range, but not out of range here. That's the heavy mine thrower. Just right on the edge of the range here. Right there. That's the one. And again. Just going to pull back those engineers who've actually done a great job with the barbed wire. Let's get back to these behind the defences there, and this guy as well. Looks like his buddy died. No. Fantastic. They're not going to advance across that. Meanwhile, over on this flank, we can get these guys, see if they can repair this tank. And this guy is going to try and repair this quad maxi. Back into. I think we need these infantry to come across. So our theory here of killing zones is working really, really well. We're not occupying. Right, I don't think we've got any more stuff going on here, so I'm going to bring my anti-tank team across to this flank. We're just making a mess of them here. We're just making a mess of them. Woods are still burning, so vehicle repair. So we've got the quad Maxim is still working on that. Can we occupy it? Yeah, we can. This guy can move forward. Some kind of machine gun or something that's moved in here. So I think we're now safe to move the BT forward. And we've not heard much from the anti-tank gun. So most of the action is on this side still. How's our mine thrower doing? It's got ammunition, it's loading. Let's just chuck a mine down there. Just outstanding. So we have this autocannon. Let's get that into our possession. Vehicle's still got a broken tyre. Just shut my own guys out. That was terrible. That was really bad. Where's a medic? There's a medic. Down by the motorcycle. We've got one of our own guys bleeding out. Shot by our own autocannon here. That's doing sterling work. Okay, can we advance yet? Look at these guys here. I can get them to advance around this side. Where the hell is that medic? They're running. So one medic, you stop him bleeding out. And the other medic, get to the other guy quickly, please. Where is he? Somewhere around here. There he is. And he's bleeding out. Excellent. The tank. That's my cat just turned up. The tank is still trapped, so it still needs some more repair. Sorry about the cat, folks. We'll push the BT out a bit. There's not a lot going on. This looks close to victory to me. Right, we have a lot of infantry back here now, so we're just going to move these infantry up close to the defense point. And there's something. There's a machine gun there. Okay. Just put those guys back behind that stone wall while we deal with this. Sorry, that was me throwing the cat out the door. Okay, we've got somebody else injured on this flank. So we need a medic. There's our medic. Let's get him medicked out of there. Okay, we're holding both objectives. And it looks to me like we're about to get a victory. The AI says there's still some more infantry out there. But we'll stop that vehicle now. Okay, so there's some kind of ordnance piece. There's not. Okay, so there's an artillery piece out there. And we can't go through that side of the woods, so we're going to have to flank that artillery piece. We know it's here somewhere in these woods, so we'll just get a team behind it. I can't go through the front side of the woods because of the vehicle now. So we're going to have to flank that artillery piece. We know it's here somewhere in these woods, so we'll just get a team behind it. I can't go through the front side of the woods because of the. I can't go through the front side of the woods because of the. I can't go through the front side of the woods because of the. I covered it in anti-personnel mines, and those mines will catch our own guys as well as the enemy guys. So I think there's just this anti-tank gun that's still there. It is. Where is it? Okay, so this is going to be a grenade attack. So we're just going to throw as many grenades as we can. So he's going to run forward with a grenade, and then another grenade. That's the grenade. And a second grenade. That's dealt with that. But we've got some more infantry around the flank, so get some people around that. There's just a few infantry tiding out. And we've got some other. We've got a big field gun of some sort there. So get those infantry out of the way behind cover. Let's just get those infantry there. Because that piece there, where is it? Right at that junction crossroads. So we're going to have to deal with that. That's going to be a difficult thing to deal with. How might we get a hold of that? We're going to have to send an assault squad in. So I could do with some guys with SMGs. So what have we got here? We've got a tank crew. One of these guys has got an SMG. So we can bring them around the side of the fence there. We know that that field gun is right here, just by that. These guys got grenades. Yeah, we've got 7 grenades here. So these two, you can run round to there. These guys can come up this side of that slope. And they can dodge to there. Right, the guy with the SMG, he's going to be my hero in this whole episode. So we're looking just somewhere in this area. It was right here because that was where the road was. So we're going to have to make quite a dash here. I'll bring these two to here to provide covering fire. They can come here. But the guy that we're going to focus on is the SMG. So I'm going to bring him around here. So I need to get eyes on that. There it is. We've got eyes on it. So first these two grenades there. This guy, ET. So there goes the Grenadier, or Grenadier. He's going to go in, throw the grenade. Somebody's shooting at me. That's the grenade. That's good. And the guy with the SMG here. Where's that gun? And that is dealt with that. Meanwhile, those two can take it over. You can take it over. And I can take it over. Oh, there's an SMG or something like that. There's another piece of artillery here that we've just dealt with as well. So we'll bring those infantry through the woods in that direction. There's a little bit of mopping up going on here, and I'm not sure why. But they can also take on that light anti-tank gun. Nice capture. Okay, so we've got a nice little anti-tank gun as well. Okay, that's pretty good. We've got some more work to do here because we've got our tank that we've got controlled on. We've got another quad. That's a flat cannon mounted on a truck. We can capture there. This one needs a little bit more repairs. because it was in fairly bad shape. The medic and the guy can move around here. I'm not sure why it's 26 minutes into this battle, and I'm not sure why we're not getting a complete victory yet. But I'm going to bring this artillery piece in, and this artillery piece can come down here. The tank crew can move into here. There's our victory. Okay, continue. Okay, so that was another exciting battle. Particularly like the heroic charge at the end. What we're going to do now, because it's the end of the game, is that we can now go and scavenge that battlefield equipment, and that's why we like to have tank crews on our roster. So this little truck here, we send a guy over to there. We get the wrench icon, and out he goes. He'll start fixing that, so that becomes one of ours that we can either make use of or we can sell. What else have we got here? Any more vehicles? I'm looking for. Yeah, there's another one of those. We'll fix that. And this is where tank crew become extremely useful. Up here in the woods, we did have some more weaponry. Yeah, there's a flat cannon there. We'll have that. And these infantry here, right next to that flat cannon. I'm hunting around. There was something else here. Yeah, there's another light anti-tank gun. Outstanding. Here we've got these extra infantry, so we'll get these guys here to pick up on what piece of ordnance have we got here. There's a Maxim machine gun, we'll have that. Yeah, it's about to be grabbed. That truck's being repaired. Do we have anything else here? That truck's being repaired. That truck's been repaired. That truck's been repaired. And all we've got down here is our poor abandoned motorcycle that didn't make it into the battle. There we go. So we can now try and not drive that cross country, but get it onto the nearest road, which is probably over here. Yeah. Bring it over here without tipping over. So what's happening now, it's the end of the battle. We just, even though this isn't fully repaired, we can take possession of that. We can take possession of that, get a couple of guys into that one. So you notice how they go from white to blue. So everything now on the battlefield that's been repaired is blue, with the exception of these two vehicles. This one's nearly repaired. He's just making final adjustments with his wrench there. Pretty cool looking, eh? And the same with this vehicle. No, he's still making adjustments with his wrench. These little machine gun carriers. So in a few moments that will all be done, and I'm just going to cut to the end of the video because you don't need to sit and watch guys working with a wrench. Okay, so one's repaired. That's that one. So he can now get in that. We'll take possession of that vehicle, even though it's not fully repaired. He's in it. And this guy has almost got it. Can somebody else get into that vehicle yet? There we go. Vehicle repaired. And he's in it. So we're done. We won the battle. We've scavenged all the equipment. That goes into our own inventory and carries forward into future battles. So we've got a good bounty there. And we're done for this game. Another exciting game of Ostfront. Okay, I'm quitting this. That was game 2 of the campaign. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay. We come out into the rearmament screen. 7.5 resource points, that's outstanding. We can check this on the right hand panel. These are the guys that we took casualties. So the field engineer, one of those died. I crashed the guy in the motorbike, as you know. We lost a couple of guys in the rifle squad and only one guy in the other rifle squad. It was a pretty good fight for me, and that defensive tactic of actually setting up behind the objectives rather than on the objectives, letting the opponents come into a kill zone and then counter-attacking works pretty well for me. So we'll call it a day at that. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that fight, and on to game 3 of the Great Patriotic War in the next video. See you guys soon. Bye for now.